one bill you know will never go up. A lifetime rate lock guarantees it. Your rate is guaranteed, and so is your acceptance. That makes applying quick and easy. There are no medical questions, no physical exam. Since you can't be turned down, we don't ask about your health. Call for more information and your free gift today.
Call 1-800-253-3556 for free information and a free beneficiary planner. That's 1-800-253-3556. 1-800-253-3556.
Your voice, your town, your future. WTOV 9 brought you the West Virginia Legislative Town Hall voting for business.
We need to stop exporting all of this electricity.
Education has to drive our future growth for businesses and industry.
I fight for the entire Northern Panhandle.
The decisions made in the next 2 to 3 years will have a profound impact.
I want the Northern Panhandle to be an even better place to live and raise a family.
The answers you needed before making your voice heard. WTOV 9 is everywhere.
Improve your business with new asphalt. Get a free estimate today.
Good evening from the Edison Unified Sports Complex. The rain is moving out, and it's about time to play some baseball in the WVU Medicine High School Grand Slam. The Wheeling Park Patriots set to take on the Edison Wildcats. Rob Metzger along with Rich Donnelly getting you set for the first of back-to-back games this week on WVU Medicine High School Grand Slam. The Wildcats 11-5 on the season. The Patriots, against a very good schedule and some tight games, sit at 6-14 on the season. Your D&J sales and service pitching matchup for this one. The Patriots going with senior Miles Gorby, and the Wildcats going with Bryce Rogers. Gorby 0-2 on the season, ERA of 4.33. Rogers 1-2. He's headed to West Liberty University, a 3.50 earned run average. As you watch the Patriots continue their work getting their infield in here before this one starts.
Yeah, it has the feel of an October day here in late April. But you know what? I think we're going to be okay with the turf. We're going to get the game in.
Absolutely. Before turf, this game would have been canceled about 10 hours ago. But we are going to soon play baseball here. And to look at your keys to the game for this one for Wheeling Park and head coach Chad Stout, pitchers get ahead and limit walks, and they want timely hitting. The Patriots have left a ton of base runners on this season, and Coach Stout would just love to see the guys get the timely hit and bring those runs in. They've had plenty of base runners, but they got to get them across and home. And for Edison and head coach Mike Colopy, pound the strike zone, make the routine plays, and, of course, always want to have some quality at-bats.
Yeah, some of these teams I've seen, there's just a small margin of difference between having a real good season and mediocre season. Like you said, Rob, you have guys on base, you're doing well, you just can't get the big hit at the right time. And then if you do, you could play with anybody in the Valley or anybody in the state.
Absolutely. Wheeling Park with 7 one-run losses. They've led Morgantown, the top team in 4A, a couple times this year before losing late. So they have proven they can play with some strong teams, but just haven't been able to finish the job at times. We're going to take a timeout. When we come back, we'll look at the lineups for this one between the Edison Wildcats and the Wheeling Park Patriots live on the WVU Medicine High School Grand.
If you're a former or active coal miner who's worked or is currently working in an environment exposing you to potential breathing hazards, schedule your test for the Black Lung Clinic at WVU Medicine Reynolds Memorial Hospital today. Call 304-843-3307 to stop black lung from stealing your time.
Hey kids, are you ready for the best birthday ever? At Seven Ranges Entertainment, we've got everything. Bowling, arcade games, great food and fun. And parents, we handle it all. That's right. You just show up and enjoy the party. Birthday packages for all ages. Customizable, affordable, and unforgettable. Book your party now at sevenrangesentertainment.com.
What could you do with some extra cash in your pocket? Let First Choice America help you to lower your monthly expenses by refinancing your auto loan. Switch and save today. It's easy. Plus, you'll get $250 cash in your pocket to use however you like. It's a great opportunity to tune up your finances. Enjoy low great rates, flexible terms, and no application fees. First Choice America, your first choice for refinancing.
Hi, I'm Laura Wakeham-Chapman, and I'm your state senator. As a mom, a constitutional lawyer, and a proud conservative, I'm fighting every day for our West Virginia values, protecting life, defending the Second Amendment, standing with our veterans, and protecting our freedoms. I've worked to cut taxes, strengthen school safety, and grow good-paying jobs right here at home. We've made real progress, but there's more to do. We can keep moving West Virginia forward. I humbly ask for your vote on May 12th.
Attention all active and former coal miners. If you worked or are currently working in an environment that exposes you to potential breathing hazards, a screening for respiratory health problems is recommended. Call WVU Medicine Reynolds Memorial Hospital at 304-843-3307 to schedule a screening today.
We're back live at the Edison Unified Sports Complex. The rain moving out. We're getting set to play some baseball between the Edison Wildcats and the Wheeling Park Patriots. Rod Metzger along with Rich Donnelly. Both of these teams made it into the OVAC semifinals as top four teams, but Wheeling Park fell to Morgantown in the semis of 5A, and Edison fell to Lindsley in the 4A semifinals. Look at the Wheeling Park starting lineup for head coach Chad Stout. It's Colton Whitmire at shortstop. Miles Gorby, he's your pitcher, batting second. Jackson Updegraff is batting third. Braden March, Nolan Yanchak, Ozzie Hudson, Bodie Cox, Brody Groom, and Rylan Moore round out the starting nine for Chad Stout's Patriots. And a look at the Edison Wildcat defense, because they'll be on the field first in this one. Again, your starting pitcher is Bryce Rogers. Behind the plate, Evan Kimmerly, the senior, and third baseman Brady Hotz, Nolan Hott at short, Santino Attiri at second, freshman Aiden Stacy at first base. And in the outfield, Bryson Cunningham, Kyle Long, and Chase Freeman. For head coach Mike Colopy. Colopy in his 19th season as head coach, 341 career victories, 4 OVAC titles, 3 district titles, regional title, of course a trip to the Final Four, and will be returning this fall as the head football coach for the Edison Wildcats as well. Chad Stout's in his first season of his second stint. Of course, he was the head coach from 2006 to 2011, also an assistant for the Patriots the past 7 seasons, and had some time as an assistant at West Liberty as well between his time as head coach at Park.
Every time I come out here to the complex at Edison, I think of the great former principal out here, Yank De La Reta. He worked so hard all the years to try to make Edison a first-class program. He would be so proud to see what they've done out here, not only with the baseball field, the football field, the softball field, just everything.
The field house
gym, everything.
Is incredible.
He would be so proud to see this, because tried so hard all those years to make Edison a first-class facility.
Again, if this was a few years back and we were playing baseball down at the State Lake, we wouldn't be playing today because we'd be underwater.
We'd swamp down there.
Yeah, absolutely. And so we are soon set to play baseball. They had moved back first pitch just a few minutes to start warm-ups once the rain had really seemed to move out. But the good news is things do seem to be fairly dry the rest of the way tonight. So we will have baseball between the Wheeling Park Patriots and the Edison Wildcats. Park last night fell to John Marshall 8-3. They've lost 3 in a row, looking to snap that losing streak. Edison last night, a win at Martins Ferry, 5-2. That snapped the 2-game losing streak for the Wildcats.
Yeah, even though these teams aren't in the finals of the OVAC, now you start to look forward to the state tournament in both, like I say, in both states. You start to see which players you might want to play, how you want to line up your pitching for the rotation. And it's a neat time of year because everybody's in the tournament. So even though you're not in the OVAC finals, you're in the state playoffs.
Our umpires for this one, Sam Jones and Jimmy Little, meeting at home plate with the head coaches. Mike Colopy again, Eastern District Baseball Coaches Hall of Fame inductee this most recently, and of course Chad Stout as well, back at the helm of the Patriots. Get set to take another timeout. When we come back, we should be about set for first pitch between the Wheeling Park Patriots and the Edison Wildcats. You're watching the WVU Edison High School Grand Slam.
It's time to wake up with News 9 Sunrise, making sure your day gets started right. News 9 is everywhere with the biggest stories, what's going on in your area and in your community all morning long.
News as it happens.
Getting you there safe and on time.
Weather to plan ahead.
your favorite people.
And what you need to know for the day ahead.
With Olivia Zinn, Bill Phillips, and meteorologist Jeff Exline.
It's News 9 Sunrise every morning.
And News 9 is everywhere.
News 9's Jeff Exline is more than the Ohio Valley's weather expert. He's also passionate about cooking.
We're cooking up a storm.
Now you can see a different side of Jeff, cooking up a storm on the WTOV9 YouTube channel. A video podcast series where Jeff takes you on culinary adventures for easy and delicious dishes, special guests, fun, and entertainment. WTOV9 is cooking up a storm on the WTOV9 YouTube channel. Sponsored by West Virginia Northern Community College Culinary Arts Program.
Weather in the Ohio Valley can change
in an instant. The Severe Weather Team 9 app will help you plan and prepare.
Before weather threatens, access storm tracking, interactive radar, and your futurecast.
Use Follow Me tracking to know exactly how the weather will affect you right where you are.
Every day, every season, every condition on every platform.
Download the Severe Weather Team 9 app today and be prepared before weather threatens.
News 9 is everywhere, and now so are you. The WTOV9 News app keeps you connected instantly. News now. Weather now. Traffic right now. Alerts before you know and go. Breaking news, community events, your favorite hometown teams. Everything that matters to the Ohio Valley right in your hand. It's simple. Search, download, open. Now you know how to stay in the know anytime, anywhere. News 9 is everywhere, and now you are too. Download the WTOV9 News app free right now.
We are back live. The Edison Unified Sports Complex getting set for live high school baseball here towards the end of April. Wheeling Park and Edison set to square off on a chilly but clearing evening here. Rob Metzger along with Rich Donnelly. What are the ground rules? Again, our umpires for this one, Sam Jones and Jimmy Little. Talk with your head coaches, Chad Stouts and Mike Colopy. Again, your pitching matchup, Miles Gorby going for the Patriots on the mound, the senior, and Bryce Rogers, West Liberty signee for the Edison Wildcats. He'll be pitching for Edison in this one. We'll soon see baseball action here at the Edison Unified Sports Complex. Park again, 6-14 on the season. Edison, 11-5. And as you mentioned before the last break, we're getting closer to tournament time. There's still a couple weeks plus of regular season baseball, but a good chance here for these schools to make sure they're playing their best baseball as we get set for the tournament.
Yeah, you can do that. And then also in these games before the playoffs, you can look around and say, well, maybe I had Johnny batting eighth. Maybe I want to move him up to second. Maybe he could, we could use a hit and run with him, blah, blah, blah. And you get by watching these games, it'll determine what your batting order is and your rotation is for the playoffs. And like I say, when you get to the playoff, it's one and done. So I know in Ohio it is. I think
West Virginia, you got a double elimination
deal. So like I say, you have to, by watching these games as a coach, you set it up for the next 3 weeks.
This year in West Virginia, 8 teams will head to the state tournament. And new this year, the state tournament is heading to a stadium you know well. They're headed to Huntington at Marshall University. That's where they're going to play the state tournament in West Virginia.
Jack Cook Stadium. I've been there. It's beautiful. And like I say, great venue for not only college ball, but for the high school state tournament.
They've expanded it from 4 to 8 teams this year in West Virginia. Edison, meanwhile, in Ohio, will be in the Division 4 action. There'll be 2 teams that will advance out of the East District into the regional tournament this year, but some very good teams in that district. The district including 14 different teams. You got Beaver local, Buckeye local, Cambridge, Carrollton, very good squad. Yeah. Claymont has hung with Highland this year. They've got some, they can hit, that's for sure, and they got some good pitching. East Liverpool, Indian Valley, John Glenn, Maysville, Meadowbrook, Minerva, Philo, and West Holmes.
Yeah, when you get down the tournament, again, it's for 100 years, it's the same. It always comes down to that guy on the mound. If you have 1 or 2 really good pitchers, you can go a long way. once you get into that third and fourth pitcher in your rotation, usually most high schools are in trouble. So you try to set it up where you can get your 1 and 2 guys in those first couple games.
And on the mound again for Edison, that's Bryce Rogers taking his warm-up tosses here to the catcher, Evan Kimmerly. Wildcats have gone through some injury issues at catcher, but Kimmerly has stepped up and stepped in and done a nice job as they look to solidify that position heading into the stretch run, into the postseason. Of course, originally, they would have thought they would have had J.D. Henderson behind the plate. But, of course, the quarterback, he tore his knee. Yeah. His rehab has gone well. You'll see he's been out there. I've seen him coach first base at times this year. He's going to Muskingum, so he will continue his baseball career past high school, but unfortunately won't see him in action here this season or here today. But he is one of 4 that have signed at the next level for Edison, including Kyle Long, Brady Hott, and Rogers, who are all signed with West Liberty. And speaking of signing at the next level, our first batter for Wheeling Park set to lead off for them. It's Colton Whitmire. Whitmire headed to Seton Hill, playing shortstop in this one. Whitmire, also a very good player we saw on the basketball court as well, controlling things at the guard spot.
Yeah, we always talk in this valley usually about football and then basketball, but there's probably more guys playing at the college level baseball than there is any other sport. And seeing all these teams in the valley, it seems like every team now has 1 or 2 guys that are going on to the next level.
And a catcher for Park as well, Nolan Yanchak, headed to West Liberty as well. We'll see him in the lineup batting 5th today. But first up, it's Colton Whitmire hitting .381, 5 doubles, a triple, a homer. And he's driven in 16 runs this season for the Patriots.
Yeah, really good athlete. I've seen him play basketball, really quick, good athlete. They got him in a good spot here, leading off. So we'll see if he can get on.
First pitch high, a ball, 1-0 the counts on Colton Whitmire, the senior shortstop for the Wheeling Park Patriots. 1-0 offering, down and in for ball 2, 2-0 the count.
Doing what a good leadoff hitter does. See a lot of pitches. Try to get on base anyway, anyhow.
Fouls this one out of play. A strike, 2-1 the counts on the leadoff hitter, Colton Whitmire.
Yeah, third baseman playing really shallow in case he tries a bunt down third. So that's what you have to do. You have to respect his speed.
Takes the ball again, 3-1 the counts. Rogers delivers. Grounded foul. The count is full now at 3-2.
And most times when you face the leadoff hitter, it's a really big deal on defense to get him out. As you put him on, they usually can run. You could do all kinds of things. You could steal a base. You could do a hit and run. So it's really imperative to get this first guy out.
Full count now. And line into center, coming in to make the catch is Kyle Long for out number 1. So good work by Rogers to battle back in the count and get the first out.
Yep, that's what you want. Like I say, that's what you want to do. Get that first guy out. Then it takes away a lot of the offense's weapons. It takes away usually the bunt. It takes away usually a hit and run. Because teams usually don't try to do something tricky with 1 out.
Park starting pitcher Miles Gorby steps in. Takes a strike. Oh, 0-1 the count on Gorby, the senior pitcher. Fouls this one off. 0-2. Rogers gets ahead on batter number 2.
Yeah, nice good target by the catcher, Kimberly. If you can watch him, he's on one knee. I really like the guys on one knee with nobody on base. With guys on base, I'm not a big fan of it because you can't get outside to block the ball to your right. But with no one on base, I like it. The old Tony Pena style. Put your knee out, put your leg out there and get low. Give the umpire a good shot at it.
Swing and a miss, and Rogers has the strikeout for out number 2.
And both of these teams, even though their records aren't exactly what you want for the coaches, they're both going to be dangerous teams in the playoffs because they two schools, great tradition on both schools, and they got ball players. They have kids that are going to play at the next level.
Here's Jackson up the graph, the sophomore, and he makes some contact. First pitch swinging out the left and making the catch for the third out is Bryson Cunningham. Park goes down 1-2-3. We head to the bottom of the second. No score from Edison.
Your friends at Wintersville Trophy Shop, located at 756 Main Street in Wintersville, have a wide selection of trophies, plaques, and awards for any sport or occasion. Call us at 740-266-6905.
At Heritage Complete Home Care, we're more than a medical equipment company. We're your neighbors. As a local family-owned company serving the Ohio Valley since 1990, we understand what quality care at home truly means. Whether you need oxygen, sleep therapy services, hospital beds, or essential medical supplies like catheters, ostomy products, and incontinence items, our experienced team is here to make life easier, safer, and more comfortable. Because at Heritage Complete Home Care, we're bringing the best care home to you.
WVU Medicine and the MyChart app bring you the care you need when you need it. Over 65% of regional patients use My WVU chart, giving them instant access to test results, upcoming appointments, and direct messaging with their doctors. The app also lets family members securely connect as proxy users, so you can get help managing appointments and make informed healthcare decisions together. All designed so your access to quality care and your family's information is as simple as possible. WVU Medicine, quality care close to home.
Your friends at Wintersville Trophy Shop, located at 756 Main Street in Wintersville, have a wide selection of trophies, plaques, and awards for any sport or occasion. Call us at 740-266-6905.
No score after a 1-2-3 top of the first. Edison coming to bat here against Miles Gorby, the Wheeling Park starting pitcher. Leading things off for Edison, and checking out their lineup is Nolan Hott, the senior shortstop. He'll be followed by Chase Freeman, Kyle Long, Evan Kimmerly, Brady Hott, Caden Russell, your designated hitter, Bryce Rogers, Bryson Cunningham, and Santino Autiri. Hott at the plate, 348 this season, 19 runs scored. He's stolen 7 bases. And first pitch swinging against Miles Gorby. 9 strikeouts, 4 walks in 21 innings. Offers a change of pace from some of the other arms that the Patriots will put out there at times with Updegraff and Whitmire. This one line to first. Updegraff makes the play, steps on the bag. The sophomore without number 1. We look at the Park defensive lineup. You got Updegraff over there at first base. Across the infield, Brody Groom, Whitmire, Braden Barch, and then Gorby and Yanchak, your battery. Bodie Cox, Rylan Moore, Ozzie Hudson in the outfield, left to right.
Yeah, both coaches, of course, they want that pitcher to pound that strike zone, get ahead. They always say the best friend of the pitcher is that first strike. I'll go one better. It's the first pitch out. If you could get a first pitch out, that's the pitcher's best friend.
Keep that pitch count low.
Exactly.
In Ohio, the pitch count's 125. Since we're in Ohio, that's what it'll be. Here's Chase Freeman lining one into left and ranging over to the left and making the catch for Wheeling Park is Bodie Cox. Cox, one of the sophomores out there. 12 sophomores on the Park roster. Just 3 juniors and 4 seniors.
Oh, boy, bodes well for the future. Like I say, great program. Of course, the great alumni, Michael Grove, who you had mentioned, I believe, signed with Tampa Bay.
He's in out with the Rays. Still working his way back from the shoulder surgery, but he will be back at some point this summer.
And the Park has been good every year for a lot of years. And now with, like you say, those underclassmen, they're still going to be good in the next couple years.
Kyle Long at the plate, and he drives one to right, drifting back and making the catch. A 1-2-3, bottom of the first as well. As Hudson makes the catch, we head to the second. No score here from the Edison Unified Sports Complex on your WVU Medicine High School Grand Slam.
Meet the new Massey Ferguson 1GC Series subcompact tractor. These small but mighty machines help you get more done on your property. They're easy to operate for first-time owners and packed with power. Mow, haul, dig, and clear brush, all without breaking a sweat. Plus, with a wide array of attachment options, you can work through every season with ease. From summer mowing to winter snow removal, the MF1GC Series does it all. Learn more at MasseyFerguson.com or visit DJ Sales and Service today.
Medicine. Here, it's more than a practice. It's a promise. To get you home sooner and get you back out there. To push the boundaries of what convention says is possible. To stop at nothing, no matter what. That's why medicine is in everything we do.
I'm Laura Wakem Chapman, your state senator. Families in West Virginia can't afford things getting more expensive. Groceries cost more, gas costs more, everything costs more. That's why I'm working to make our state more affordable by lowering taxes and attracting good-paying jobs right here at home. We need leadership that puts working families first, not special interest groups. I'm Laura Wakem Chapman, and I humbly ask for your vote on May 12th.
As we head to the top of the second, Wheeling Park and Edison, Braden Barch, Nolan Yanchak, and Ozzie Hudson scheduled up here for the Patriots in the top half of inning 2.
Yeah, the thing you like, both pitchers have got off to a good start. The best thing the coaches say about a starting pitcher is to settle in. What's that mean? That means get off to a good start, get comfortable out there with all your pitches, hopefully get 1 or 2, 3 innings in. Then you get rolling, and probably that bodes well.
First pitch swinging once again. And out in shallow right field, your second baseman for the Edison Wildcats, Autiri, makes the catch.
And that takes care of the pitch count right there, that first pitch out.
Been a few of those so far as Yanchak will step in, hitting .267, a couple doubles. Had an outstanding football season as well with well over 100 tackles at linebacker for the Patriots. Takes strike 1 from Rogers. Both these guys, the pitcher and the batter, headed to West Liberty.
Wow, they'll be teammates, and like I say, these schools have both got guys going to college playing ball. Base hit.
Going the other way, base hit for Yanchak. Our first hit of the ball game as he hits one solid into right field. First base runner in the ball game.
Yeah, you like to see that from especially young high school hitters. Use the whole field. Look at the field. Abner Doubleday invented this game. I don't know how he did it, but he did it perfectly. Use the whole field to hit. Don't just be a pull hitter. That works in Little League and T-ball, but when you get to high school and college, you have to use the whole field.
O.C. Hudson at the plate, the lefty. It's the ball, 1-0 the count. Hudson, another of those 12 sophomores for head coach Chad Stout. Solid shot in the right field for Hudson. That's a base hit. Yanchak moves to second base. So the Patriots have something cooking here to start the second. Runners at first and second. Nobody out.
Yeah, good job there. Hooked the ball right in the hole. And that's really, really smart hitting by both of the guys. One guy went the opposite way. The other guy looked down, saw that the runner was held on, looked at the hole, got an inside pitch, turned on it, and 2 on here with 1 out.
Bodie Cox steps in. Sophomore, left fielder for the Patriots. First and second, no one out. Looking to keep the runner honest. Yanchak gets back. So Nolan Yanchak at second, O.C. Hudson at first. And Bodie Cox at the plate.
Oh, Lordy.
He hit him.
Oh, boy.
Good news is he's getting right up, but I'm going to take your time here.
Yeah.
It's always scary when you see it come right at you in the helmet there.
So scary, and Thank the Lord for the helmets. Hope he's okay.
Absolutely. Head coach Chad Stout rushes out there, and
yeah, both
Mike
coaches,
Colby will come out as well.
Yeah, just got to be really careful because you don't know. You just don't know, and like I say, it's scary. Oh boy,
just sitting there.
Yeah. Yeah, sometimes you don't know whether the pitch hits him in the helmet or in the face. You just don't know.
Right, you got to be very careful.
But still, it's just it's the scariest thing in baseball. I know.
Bases will be loaded. Nobody out here. One away here in the top half of the second inning. Again, they've got Cox sitting upright. Coach Chad Stout continues to take a look, and they're going to help him up on his feet. He gets up on his feet on his own, so that's a good sign as well.
Yep.
But yeah, that's coming in there fast, and Bryce Rogers comes over there to put his arm around him as he is up standing by the batter's box.
Yeah, nobody feels worse than the pitcher because, it could happen to anybody, and you just
Cox
feel
is headed
terrible.
to first base.
Hope he's okay.
Well, it appears he is because he's headed to first base now, which is a great sign.
And now, as a pitcher, you have to gather yourself.
Right.
You have to gather yourself and get together. You still want to be aggressive. You still want to be able to throw inside. So
right.
It's just like I say, it's part of the game. You have to put it behind you and just continue to pitch. So bases loaded here, one out. What the catcher should do here, tell the pitcher, ball hit back to you. You're coming to me at home. You're not throwing to second. I talk all the time about communication, and especially in high school. They don't do enough of it. Talk all the time.
Brody Groom steps in, a junior. Got 9 runs batted in. Bases are loaded, and Coach Chad Stout said one of the keys, timely hitting, and no better time for the Patriots than to get a big hit right here.
Well, you had mentioned that the big thing for the Park has been that stat, RISP, runners in scoring position. They have not done well all year, so here's an opportunity for them to get a lot better.
Absolutely. With Groom, the 8-hitter at the plate, grounded towards short in the hole. Run will score, and the runner safe as well, so they get a run home. Still one out. It's 1-0 Patriots.
Yeah, that ball was hit perfectly in a spot where the defender can't do much about it. He tried to make a nice play, as best play as he could. It was hit perfectly. It wasn't hit that hard, but hit perfectly in the hole. Maybe Griffin for the Pirates could have made the play, but he's about the only one.
And he's a phenom, making hundreds of millions of dollars now at just 20 years old.
Let's see, the corners are up here again for Edison. They're going to go, balls hit to the corners are going home. The guys in the middle, they're playing a double play depth if the ball's hit to either one of them.
This is Rylan Moore at the plate for the Patriots. In the turf of ball, 1-0 to count again, 1 out. He retired Barch to open up the top half of the second. But the next 4 runners have reached and a run is scored. It's 1-0 here in the top half of the second. Looking for the pickoff.
They got him. Let's see how they do this.
They get the runner out of the baseline, out at second for a big out, number 2. So runners at the corners now, 2 away.
Yeah, for Park or any team, you can't get picked off with the bases loaded. You know why? Because you're at second. You're not going to steal third. There's no reason to get off like that. Now it almost takes them out of the inning. You got your 9th place hitter up there, and you're Edison's one
out away from getting
out of this thing. You can't let that happen.
Swing and a miss. Count even up, then 1-1. So runners on the corners now. Groom and O.C. Hudson at third. Rylan Moore at the plate for the Patriots. Strike two, 1-2 the count. Now Rogers one strike away from getting out of a bases loaded 1-out jam with only one run across.
Yeah, when you're in that situation for Park or any team on the offense, you can't help the pitcher out by getting picked off like that. You want to keep him pitching and turn your batting order over.
Takes the ball, 2-2 the count, top of the order. Up next, how big would it be if Park could turn the order around here with runners on and Whitmire on deck?
Well, like you say, if it didn't get picked off there, you would have for sure.
2-2 the count, 2 away, 2 on. Fouled off, right side out of play. Count remains 2-2. Wheeling Park, one run across on an infield single. Brody Groom.
You got to be alive here, Edison, for a double steal with 2 outs and your 9th place hitter, so you have to have a play on. Like I say, you have options to throw through, throw it to the pitcher, or throw it to third.
2-2 count, 2 away. Swung on and missed, and Rogers a big strikeout to get out of the jam. 1 run across, but 2 left on, and a runner was picked off as well. We head to the bottom of the second. Wheeling Park with a 1-0 lead.
WTOV 9 invites you to the 57th Annual Barron Club Dinner Thursday, April 30th at Franciscan University.
Former manager of the Pittsburgh Pirates, Clint Hurdle, will be the guest speaker.
Scan the QR code to find out more and make your reservation.
In all you do, your heart's with you. Pounding, fluttering, melting, singing. And we want to understand it on every level. So every single day, we're at the forefront. Advancing, transforming, treating, combining human kindness and clinical excellence. Also, you know that here, your heart's in the right place.
We've all heard the term, time is money. But at First Choice America, time can save you money. Here's how. You've searched all over for the perfect deal on just the right car, but now you need the perfect financing. Take the time to call First Choice America, and you'll discover low, great rates, flexible terms to fit any budget, and no application fees. Plus, you'll receive $250 cash. First Choice America, where time can save you money.
WTOV 9 invites you to the 57th Annual Barron Club Dinner Thursday, April 30th at Franciscan University.
Former manager of the Pittsburgh Pirates, Clint Hurdle, will be the guest speaker.
Scan the QR code to find out more and make your reservation.
Wheeling Park, a 1-0 lead on your WVU Medicine scoreboard. Patriots leading the Wildcats, but it could have been much worse for Edison. Park had the bases loaded with 1 out, but Rogers able to work out of it. Evan Kimmerly steps in, the 4-hitter, the catcher for Edison.
Yeah, let's see if that comes back to haunt Park. Bases loaded, 1 out. You should be able to score at least 1, maybe 2 or more. But they got out of it with a great pickoff.
Kimmerly hits .340. 6 doubles, a triple, a homer. Driven in 8s. He got himself another real good football season as well on that defensive line for the Wildcats. Swung on a miss. Gorby, count even. 2-1 the count. It's another swing and a miss. Count now even at 2-2.
Yeah, working both sides of the plate. That's what you want to do. Go in, go out. Don't get in a pattern where you're throwing every pitch on the same part of the plate.
Fouled off.
Yeah, that was a high hanger there. You don't want to do that again. Usually on that pitch, that could be disaster if you hang one again.
Gorby's 2-2 offering. The ball, the count full at 3-2. And takes the ball, so a leadoff walk for Evan Kimmerly. the 4-hitter for the Wildcats. That'll bring up Brady Hott, hitting .373 this season, 22 runs batted in.
Yeah, Hott, a great name in Edison history. Of course, Tristan Hott, great pitcher who ended up going to Wright State.
Brady's older brother.
Right.
Takes a strike, 0-1 to count.
Okay, let's see if Edison, with no outs, if they try to get the runner moving or do a hit and run or anything else.
How's this one to the right side? Out of play. Kimmerly at first after the walk. As Corby gets ahead here, 0-2 on the Wildcats' number 5 hitter. Ott was the winning pitcher last night at Martins Ferry, a 5-2 Edison victory.
Yeah, I want to emphasize here, the pitcher has to know a comebacker to him which one of the infielders is covering second base.
Quick throw over the first. Back in time.
And if you're playing in the infield, you have to know who's covering second and then tell the pitcher. You can't have 5 pitches go by and not know that.
0-2 pitch. Outside high ball, 1-2 to count. One, two. The count on Hott. Strike 3 called. Quick throw to first. And Gorby gets the strikeout. Look at it. They'll bring up the designated hitter, Caden Russell. Russell's driven in 17 runs this year. Russell, a junior. The first non-senior to bat in this Edison lineup today. Back up the middle. Chance for 2. Whitmire steps on second.
Yes.
Throw across to first for the inning-ending double play. Whitmire getting it done up the middle. We head to the third. 1-0. Wheeling Park still in front.
Your friends at Wintersville Trophy Shop, located at 756 Main Street in Wintersville, have a wide selection of trophies, plaques, and awards for any sport or occasion. Call us at 740-266-6905.
My name is Matthew Metz. I'm a general surgeon at WVU Reynolds Memorial Hospital. So hernia surgery is one of the most frequent surgeries that we do. And it's also surgery that sometimes gets put off a lot. It's best to repair it as soon as possible, less post-operative discomfort potentially for patients when the hernias are repaired when they're smaller, and actually probably quicker recovery when they're repaired if they're small.
This is the Project Lead the Way pre-engineering program.
I enjoy it because it teaches me valuable skills like stuff I wouldn't experience, like metalworking.
The program is designed to give kids the background that they might need, especially if they're wanting to pursue a career in engineering.
I have personally learned a bunch about this machine and others, such as the plasma and laser.
Brooke County is the place to be.
Your friends at Wintersville Trophy Shop, located at 756 Main Street in Wintersville, have a wide selection of trophies, plaques, and awards for any sport or occasion. Call us at 740-266-6905.
Double play ends the bottom half of the second. Whitmire over to Updegraff to look at it again on our replay. Right up the middle. Gorby induces the ground ball, and check out the action here at second.
Yeah, let's see if the runner coming in. Yeah, the runner coming in tried to put up his hand to block the throw.
Right.
You're automatically out. As Sam Jones, the umpire, at the end of the inning, told Coach Colopy, you can't do that. I would have called him out anyway. But when you're going into second, you can't put your hand up to try to stop the throw.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, it was just a natural reaction, but you can't do that.
And a nice play by Whitmire, not phased.
It looked like Connor Griffin.
That's right.
He made a play like
Very
the other night.
smooth.
Yeah, it was very similar.
And speaking of, Colton Whitmire is at the plate to lead things off. The leadoff hitter is second at bat of this ball game, hitting .381. Flew out his first time up. And skies this one to center. Kyle Long makes the catch. One pitch, one out for Rogers.
And as in most high schools, the point guard or the guard on the basketball team is usually your shortstop. So, and he's quick. He's a leadoff hitter, a good athlete.
The pitcher, Miles Gorby, steps in, struck out his first time up. One away here in the top half of the third. Patriots leading the Wildcats 1-0 on an infield single. Pitch taken for a ball, 1-0 the count.
Yeah, we've had a lot of first pitch outs, which is bodes well for the pitcher. You don't have to worry about a pitch count then.
Ball's behind here, does Rogers. 2-0 the count on Gorby. Outside ball 3-0.
And as I say, he got a first pitch out. It goes 3 balls and no strikes.
That announcer jinx at it again.
Got him again.
3-0 to count on the number 2 hitter in the Patriots lineup, Miles Gorby. Takes the strike.
Yeah, I learned a long time ago, Rob, as a catcher on a 3-0 count, widen your target. Don't put your glove like in a certain area. Widen your whole body so the pitcher can throw a strike. Because usually the batter's taken anyway. So all you want to do is get a strike. You're not throwing to a certain area. Try to throw somewhere over that white thing in the ground. So widen your target. Don't make your target little.
Now straight back to the count now full with 3-2. Up the graph on deck for the Patriots. In the turf, ball 4, so a walk for Gorby.
And this is one of the first games I've seen, Rob, where the manager isn't using the pitcher isn't using an earpiece. They do it in West Virginia. They do it on watches where the manager calls the pitches. It looks here just like the catcher is normal, just calling the pitcher.
Up the graph, first pitch, swinging, long in center, barely has to move for outs. Number 2.
Although, as I said this, I'm looking at the catcher's shin guard, and I think I see a pad down there where he could punch it. I don't know if the pitcher has a device in his hat or not. Some teams use it.
I believe they do use that. They do use that.
Some teams do it, some don't. Let's see if the catcher, no, he's using finger signs.
I do know at times they have used that.
Yeah.
Runner headed to second.
Good base running.
And in there. Gorby.
That's good. Second. Good base running by Gorby. Paying attention. He followed the ball all the way in. It popped out the catcher's mitt and he was gone. And that's huge with 2 out. Get a bloop here and you get a cheap run.
Runner down second, 2 away, 1-0 the count. And Braden Barch. Guys, this one towards the gap. Diving.
Wow, great catch.
Wow. Kyle Long. Big time catch to end the top half of the third. It remains 1-0 here at the Edison Unified Sports Complex.
If you're a former or active coal miner who's worked or is currently working in an environment exposing you to potential breathing hazards, schedule your test for the Black Lung Clinic at WVU Medicine Reynolds Memorial Hospital today. Call 304-843-3307 to stop black lung from stealing your time.
Ms. Dawn's First Class Commercial Cleaning is a commercial and industrial cleaning company founded in 2016 by owner Ms. Dawn. Built on a hands-on approach, the team delivers reliable service and consistent results across the tri-state area. With 2 locations to serve you, 220 South Street in Steubenville and 3601 Main Street in Weirton, West Virginia. Ms. Dawn's is ready when your business needs it.
Hi, I'm Laura Wakeham Chapman, and I'm your state senator. As a mom, a constitutional lawyer, and a proud conservative, I'm fighting every day for our West Virginia values, protecting life, defending the Second Amendment, standing with our veterans, and protecting our freedoms. I've worked to cut taxes, strengthen school safety, and grow good-paying jobs right here at home. We've made real progress, but there's more to do. We can keep moving West Virginia forward. I humbly ask for your vote on May 12th.
Attention all active and former coal miners. If you worked or are currently working in an environment that exposes you to potential breathing hazards, a screening for respiratory health problems is recommended. Call WVU Madison Reynolds Memorial Hospital at 304-843-3307 to schedule a screening today.
Kyle Long in center recorded all 3 outs for Edison in that top half of the third. First 2 didn't really have to move a whole lot, but the third one, check out the ground. He covers here.
Beautiful. That's going to be my pick for the play of the game.
Look at that
so far.
Oh, lays out.
That saved
future Hilltopper.
That saved a double or triple.
Saves a run as well.
Yeah, next Hilltopper, you say, Rob?
Yes,
next one, Coach Burkle will love that.
So we head to the bottom of the third. Pitcher Bryce Rogers steps in.
Yeah, bottom half of the order here. Let's see if they can manufacture a run. Usually with the bottom half, you try to do some stuff, bunt, hit, run, whatever, to manufacture a run.
Round past third to short. Whitmire going to get the strong throw across. Wow. Runner safe as it skipped away. Might hit the runner on the way over.
Yeah, that's
but it's going to be a tough.
That's going to be a hit anyway. What's a tough chance for anybody that far over? He did all he could to get there, and like I say, there's some discussion here with the umpire. I'm not sure what.
Get our umpires, Sam Jones
they're
and
going to
Jimmy
get
Little.
him second. I don't know where the ball went. I don't know if the ball got by and went in the dugout area or not.
He'll take second.
Or hit something over there. I'm not sure if it did or not. We'll see here.
I couldn't quite tell from where we are watching from.
I thought it hit the runner.
They're discussing right now with head coach Chad Stouts.
But if it hit a pole over there that's out of play, then that's why. Anyway, we got to man it. Like I say, bottom of the order, man at second, no outs. Try to get this guy to third, either by bunting or hitting the ball to the right side.
Bryson Cunningham steps in. He's a freshman, left fielder. Grounds it towards short. Whitmire throw across.
Good on.
Scoop by Updegraff. Keeps the runner at second with one away.
Yeah, as he gets older, he'll learn, take that pitch and try to inside out it to the right side to get that runner over. He turned his hands over and hooked that ball. You want to get inside that ball and shoot it the other way if you can.
Santino Altieri, the sophomore, second baseman, steps in. Runner at second, one away here in the bottom half of the third. Takes a strike. Gorvie works ahead. 0-1 the counts. 9-hitter in the Edison lineup. Nolan Hott, the leadoff hitter on deck for Edison. Count even out, 1-1. This one driven out to center, drifting back, making the catch. Runner stays at second. Moore makes the catch. 2 away here in the third.
Yeah, infielders here have to tell one another, hey, guys, knock the ball down. Prevent the run. You have to talk to one another. You have to talk to one another. There's not enough of it in high school. It's too quiet in the infield. If you can whistle to your buddy. Hey, knock the ball down.
Hot into right field. That's a base hit. Ball skips away. Run's going to score. Wow. Rogers across. Hott's on his way to third. We're tied at 1. And he is in there. And we are all evened up 2 away as Nolan Hott ends up at third base.
Yeah, he had a chance, I thought, to have a play at home. Ball got under his glove. Good job by the third base coach. 2 outs. You always wheel him. He came in, and then I thought he had a shot at him anyway, but ball got by him and turns into a single and a 3-base error.
So Hott ends up at third base, 2 away. Chase Freeman at the plate. And Hott comes up clutch. What a great job he did this football season, taking over at quarterback. And J.D. Henderson was injured, hadn't played quarterback since middle school. And really did a nice job handling the offense.
Yes, he did. Good athlete.
Very good on defense as well.
Now he'll come up with a good 2-out hit here and give Edison the lead.
Freeman flew out his first time up. 2-0 the count on the 2-hitter Chase Freeman. Kyle Long, who had the great diving catch to end the top of the third, is on deck. Hit to third. Groom across. And we remain tied at 1 after 3 innings of play. But a 1-run gets across on the base hit by Nolan Hott. We head to the top of the 4th. 1-1 your score on your WVU Medicine scoreboard.
Your friends at Wintersville Trophy Shop, located at 756 Main Street in Wintersville, have a wide selection of trophies, plaques, and awards for any sport or occasion. Call us at 740-266-6905.
What could you do with some extra cash in your pocket? Let First Choice America help you to lower your monthly expenses by refinancing your auto loan. Switch and save today. It's easy. Plus, you'll get $250 cash in your pocket to use however you like. It's a great opportunity to tune up your finances. Enjoy low great rates, flexible terms, and no application fees. First Choice America, your first choice for refinancing.
Medicine. Here, it's more than a practice. It's a promise. To get you home sooner and get you back out there. To push the boundaries of what convention says is possible. To stop at nothing, no matter what. That's why medicine is in everything we do.
Your friends at Wintersville Trophy Shop, located at 756 Main Street in Wintersville, have a wide selection of trophies, plaques, and awards for any sport or occasion. Call us at 740-266-6905.
A little bit of rain has returned here as we head to the top of the 4th. 1-1 your score. The Wildcats get a run in the bottom half of the 3rd, so the umbrella's coming back out.
Yeah, as long as it doesn't come too hard, the turf, it'll be a little slick. But, as a player, you have to remember that ball's going to skid on you in the outfield, so you got to be careful.
A little misty there from the center field camera. Nolan Yanchak leading things off here for the Patriots and takes the ball. 1-0 the count. Yanchak drives one, base hit into the gap in left center. That's going to roll to the fence. Yanchak's headed to second. He is going to be in there with a stand-up double, his 3rd of the year. And the Patriots in business here to open up the 4th.
Yeah, wet turf or no turf. That ball was going to the fence either way. Smoked it right at the 370 mark. And stand-up double, and good chance for Park here to take the lead. Let's see, a left-hand hitter.
O.C. Hudson will step up.
Again, you want to try to pull the ball here. Now, if you're a runner on second, and we've had this a lot happen in the big leagues, the first baseman's coming in. If he hits a one-hopper to the first baseman, you could throw that guy out at third. So as a runner on second, you have to make sure that that ball is hit to the second baseman before you come to third. You just can't take off on a ball to the right side. And he may bunt also. That's why the first baseman's in.
Takes the ball, 1-0 the count.
Yeah, ball to the second baseman. The guy on second could walk to third, but a one hopper to first that first baseman should be talking to the third baseman and say, hey, if I get a one-hopper, I'm coming to you. We can get this guy.
1-0 pitch with the Yanchak at second. Hit the ball as well. 2-0 to count.
Some teams choose to bunt to get the guy over. Others, they rely on the hitter to pull the ball. So not sure what coach wants to do here. It looks like he wants him to just go ahead and hit the pull the ball.
Ball low. It's 3-0.
Yeah, take here. 3-0 take.
Yanchak, leadoff double.
Yeah, nothing better than leadoff double. That's the chances of scoring are about 95%.
Again, Park looking for some timely hitting. Taken for a strike, 3-1.
Yeah, now, like I say, if you're a left-hand hitter, especially crowd the plate a little bit, look for the ball in. Try to hook this ball to that right side. Your first baseman is back now, so your runner at second has to see that. There's that pickoff. Woo.
Rule to get back.
Yeah, you got to be careful there. Like I say, you can't get picked off in this situation. Probably not going to steal third with the left-hand hitter up there anyway, so minimize your lead. Now what are they going to talk about now?
Of course, Park already had one runner picked off at second, which hurt the rally earlier.
Yeah, I'm not sure what they're talking about here.
If only we could get those guys mic'd up. Sam Jones and Jimmy Lil.
They're going to give him third. I don't understand this one.
We'll look at it again here on the replay. Here's the pickoff.
I'm not sure what this is.
That was the pickoff play.
Yeah,
now Mike Holopy's out talking.
Yeah, I'm not sure what happened here.
Jimmy Little.
They're going to have to explain this one because I'm not sure exactly what happened. Because he didn't, the defender didn't stop the runner from going to third, right. I don't think. Maybe the umpire thought he did. Well, anyway, they're going to move him over to third. So
Ganchak, the leadoff double.
Yeah, I'm going to have to ask Sam about that one because I'm not sure exactly what happened. And Edison with no outs, they're going to play their infield back, except first baseman's going to be up a little bit.
O.C. Hudson is the batter, the left-handed sophomore. Count now 4-3-2. Bodie Cox on deck, another sophomore.
Yeah, as a hitter, just put the ball in play here. Chances are you're going to get a run if you put the ball in play.
Lined in the left. That's going to drop in. Base hit for O.C. Hudson. Yanchak will score. The Patriots take a 2-1 lead here in the top half of the fourth.
Real good job. A two-strike hitting by Hudson. Ball was away. He inside out of it. Watch it on the replay. Shot it to left field. Beautiful. Inside out. Beautiful. I love to see young kids go the opposite way. I think too many kids are taught, pull the ball, pull the ball, pull the ball. No. Use the whole field. Now you have a chance for a bigger inning.
The wind is picked up as well.
Yeah.
Hold on to your umbrellas. Rain going sideways. Bodie Cox skies it. Ranging over, shortstop. Nolan Hott makes the catch.
Whoa. We might have a double play here.
Fires at the first. Oh, what a play.
Yep.
And that'll end the top half. No, it won't. 2 away.
Both the teams ran off the field.
Teams run off the field. I looked up. I thought, no.
They almost got away with it. Almost.
But it erases the runner at first. With Brody Groom now at the plate. What a play. Over at shortstop by Nolan Hott.
It looks like we're on the oil tanker in the North Sea right now. I said this wind and rain is coming in.
See the trees there blowing.
Yeah, Lordy. That wind is blowing straight out to left. That ball fooled the base runner. He didn't know. He thought the ball was going to fall in. That's why he went down in second. It got doubled off.
Hopefully this thing blows through and keep on rolling. Ball 1-1 to count here. 2 away in the top half of the fourth. Hopefully the weather on Saturday here will be much better. They will host 3 OVAC championship games here at the Edison Unified Sports Complex. Big Saturday of action ahead with Lindsley and Indian Creek playing at 11 a.m. River Toronto at 1:45, and then Cameron and Trinity at 4:30.
You got some dandy games coming up.
Of course, Friday the games will be at Harrison Central. That's a strike, 2-2 the count. Steubenville Big Red Morgantown play at 5 o'clock Friday at Mazeroski Field, and Wheeling Central Barnesville in the 3A final at 7:30. Park has the lead now, 2-1, top of the fourth. 2-2 pitch, 2 away. Skips away, count full now, 3-2.
Yeah, that play at second. I'm trying to think why they gave him third. The only thing I could think of is they may have thought the pitcher balked, maybe, possibly. I don't know. I'm trying to think because I didn't see anything on the replay. Going to have to check with Sam after and see what happened.
2-2 swung on a miss.
Pitch.
Rogers, big strikeout, keeps it at a 2-1 game as we head to the bottom half of the fourth. Patriots do take the lead on the Hudson RBI single. We head to the bottom of the fourth. One-run game.
My name is Waleed Gharib. I'm an interventional cardiologist at WVU Reynolds Memorial Hospital. One of the most important things for anyone's health is get into your primary care physician. Even if you're healthy, even if you're doing well, sometimes you feel well, but it turns out your risk factors are not well controlled. When you're seeing your primary care doctor, they can help detect any of these problems and guide you towards fixing them, or at least getting you to someone who can fix them.
Meet the new Massey Ferguson 1GC Series subcompact tractor. These small but mighty machines help you get more done on your property. They're easy to operate for first-time owners and packed with power. Mow, haul, dig, and clear brush, all without breaking a sweat. Plus, with a wide array of attachment options, you can work through every season with ease. From summer mowing to winter snow removal, the MF1GC Series does it all. Learn more at MasseyFerguson.com or visit DJ Sales and Service today.
At Brooke County Schools,
The wind has picked up certainly here at the Edison Unified Sports Complex. 2-1 your score as we head to the bottom half of the fourth inning. We avoided rain for the most part in the game until things really picked up
a little
there.
shaky now. We're losing some fans, too.
Might lose some umbrellas shortly as well.
Yeah, this looks like Candlestick Park back in the day.
Kyle Long will lead things off. Long made that great catch in the gap. First pitch swinging towards second.
Nice play.
Nice play at second. Throw over in time for the out. Barsh over to Updegraff for out number one.
Yeah, usually in these games as a coach or manager, and it's just natural that you do it. You're trying to like hurry up and get the game in. No, the best way to do it, just keep playing normal. Don't try to hurry up.
If it gets too bad, they'll take a break and send the team to
But
the dugout.
if you have a lead here, you're trying to get that last
That's
out.
true.
You're
If they get
hurrying.
through 5 innings.
Just play the game normal. It'll all work out.
Kimberly up. Kimberly walked his first time up. It was erased on the double play. 1-1 to count here, one away in the bottom half of the fourth. Driven.
That ball's hit pretty
Deep
good.
to the gap, way back, and
it hit the light pole.
they say it hit the
It's
light
a
pole. It's
yeah,
a home run. I thought it was. It's so far from where we are.
Yeah.
It is a home run. We're tied at 2.
Yep. That looked like
The left fielder sold it. He had the ball.
Yeah, he almost got away with it. The wind's blowing severely out there to left field. Look at the flag. And that ball hit.
Here it is again.
The ball hit the light pole. Very hard to see. But it was way out there. Yeah, right over the 370 mark.
It went off the pole.
Yeah, great camera
Bounce
work,
back
guys.
into play.
Yeah, great camera work, guys.
We're tied at 2.
They almost sold it to the umpire that he caught it. Yeah, 3 or 2-2 now.
I knew he put a charge into it. It was a matter of where was it.
Well, that wind, once you get it up, it's going to fly to left field. The flag is blowing, not as bad as it was before, but it's still blowing to left.
Brady Hart's up now. He skies one.
Watch out.
In the center.
Watch out. Don't give up on that one.
Up in the wind, making the catch is Rylan Moore for out number 2. Caden Russell steps in. No one on base. 2 away, and a 2-2 ball game thanks to the Kimberly solo shot to the light pole in left center. Takes the ball 1-0 to count. Kuno. The pitcher, Bryce Rogers, on deck. Three-0.
Yeah, 2 outs here. Sometimes you might want to let him hit with that wind blowing out. Taken all the way.
Ball 4. 4-pitch walk as Russell takes first. That'll bring up Bryce Rogers.
See, this situation here, Rob, I would back up my outfielders just a little bit. You don't want to have a double here and let this guy score from first with 2 outs. Wind blowing straight out, back up 5 feet. Make him get 2 hits to beat you, not 1 double.
Rogers singled and scored his first time up. First pitch swinging foul to the left side. Corby gets ahead, 0-1. Runner at first, 2 away here in the bottom half of the 4th. 1 run in on the Kimberly solo blast. Drops it in there for a strike. 0-2.
Nice pitch, high hanger. As a hitter, if you see that again, you jump all over it.
Oh, 2 pitch, 2 away.
And he did.
He hits this one.
It's going to,
towards the gap, diving.
He got it. Another great catch.
What a catch. Into the gap.
Beautiful.
The Patriots flash the leather this time.
That's just what we talked about, Rob.
Rylan Moore.
He played a little deeper, and thank the Lord he did, or that ball gets by for a run. Great catch. Great catch in center field.
We'll go to the 5th. We're tied at 2.
Your friends at Wintersville Trophy Shop, located at 756 Main Street in Wintersville, have a wide selection of trophies, plaques, and awards for any sport or occasion. Call us at 740-266-6905.
In all you do, your heart's with you. Pounding, fluttering, melting, singing. And we want to understand it on every level. So every single day, we're at the forefront. Advancing, transforming, treating, combining human kindness and clinical excellence. Also, you know that here, your heart's in the right place.
We've all heard the term, time is money. But at First Choice America, time can save you money. Here's how. You've searched all over for the perfect deal on just the right car, but now you need the perfect financing. Take the time to call First Choice America, and you'll discover low, great rates, flexible terms to fit any budget, and no application fees. Plus, you'll receive $250 cash. First Choice America, where time can save you money.
Your friends at Wintersville Trophy Shop, located at 756 Main Street in Wintersville, have a wide selection of trophies, plaques, and awards for any sport or occasion. Call us at 740-266-6905.
Earlier in the game, Edison's Kyle Long robbed Park of a potential run with a catch in the gap. Well, Rylan Moore, here it is. He returns the favor. Check out the ground he covers here in left center field with the runner on. And a great diving catch.
And a run saver. And as in baseball tradition, Who leads off the next inning?
Rylan Moore.
Happens every time. I don't know how. I don't know why. It just does. What a catch by the sophomore.
Rylan Moore, the 9-hitter, steps in. Looking to get on base for the top of the park lineup. Takes the ball. 1-0 the count.
Yeah, sometimes you put your 9th place hitter as a guy who could be a leadoff hitter, and he's younger. He's a younger player, so put him 9. Now you got 2 leadoff hitters.
Fouled off the home plate umpire helmet there. Jimmy Little behind the plate.
Shook him up a little bit. That'll jar your head, I'll believe you. Yeah, good job by the catcher going out, killing some time, letting the umpire get his senses back. Because once you get that foul ball, it rocks you a little bit.
Counts even at 1-1.
Just a courtesy between the catcher and the umpire. Yeah, works both ways, yeah. Umpires do it, too, for catchers who get hit, so good to see that. Good sportsmanship.
1-1 to count. Tied at 2 here in the top of the 5th. One and 2 the count. Taken for a ball.
Yeah, just outside. Just in the other batter's box on the line. Good call by the umpire. Beautiful.
Swung on a miss for the strikeouts. Rogers with the K. We're out number 1 here in the top half of the 5th. Back to the top of the order for the Patriots.
Yeah, we're in the money innings now. Last 3 innings, every at bat is crucial.
Park at the top of the order with Whitmire. Shows bunt, pulls it back, takes the ball.
That'll get your third baseman in on the turf as he just came in now. You have to take away the bunt. That means get right down his throat where he sees you and he won't bunt.
Ball 2-2-0.
You don't dare a guy who's good to do what he can do good. You don't dare him to do that. Take it away.
Three the count. Whitmire.
Be taken all the way here, leadoff hitter. Try to get him on. Maybe he could move because he could run. Sometimes a leadoff hitter in this situation, he might take 2 strikes. There it is.
Outside, ball 4.
Job.
4-pitch walk for the leadoff hitter, Colton Whitmire. That'll bring up the starting pitcher, Miles Gorby, who walked his last time up.
Let's see if Park tries to move Whitmire with his speed. Coach give it a bunch of signs over there, somewhere in there. Maybe as a steal, we'll see.
Whitmire at first. This one
Beautiful.
hit between first and
Beautiful.
second. Base hit. Whitmire pulls up, and he's going to head back to second as they quickly get that ball in. Freeman in quickly. 2 on and 1 away here for Updegraff.
Good hit the other way, shot it through the hole. Now Whitmire has to be very careful on second. One guy picked off with the inside move. The other one got the third. We're going to find out why later. But you got to be alert for the inside move here again.
Updegraff, 357, 13 ribbies for the sophomore. Left-handed hitter. First pitch swinging foul. And a play to the left side.
I don't like Rob. They're holding a guy on first with the left-hand hitter. The massive hole over there. I see it a lot, and I don't know why, because the guy on first is not going to steal second. And there's a big hole over there. I just don't understand why they're doing it. I see a lot of schools doing it.
There's a lot of room there on that left side, even in the gap in left center.
Yeah.
2 on, 1 out, 2-2 game.
There it is again.
Pickoff move back safely
Yeah, you got to be careful.
Whitmire.
You got to. If you're watching if you're in the other dugout, if you're in the park dugout, you're saying, hey, they pick one guy off. They try to pick another guy off. Be careful when you're on second. Do not get picked off.
One of the keys for Chad Stout, timely hitting for his Patriots. They got 2 on, 1 away in a tie ball game here in the 5th. Strike called, 0-2 the count on up the graph. Rogers looking to work out a little bit of trouble here, 1 away in the 2-2 ball game. Whitmire at second. He is the go-ahead runner. They throw back once again.
Yeah, they have a pattern of attempting a lot of pickoffs. So like I say, if you're in the other dugout, you're watching. If you're watching the game, be alert. They're going to do this inside move. They've done it 4 times already. Be careful.
0-2 the count on up the graph with 2 on, 2-2 ball game. This one shot into left. Catch is made. Runners stay put. Cunningham with the catch. The 2 away here.
Yeah, crucial part of the game. Like I say, we're down in the money innings, 5, 6, and 7. 2 outs. Infielders want to knock the ball down. Offensively, try to get a good pitch. Whitmire try to get a decent lead where he can score on a base hit.
Braden Barsh at the plate. 2 away, 2 on. We're in the top half of the 5th inning.
Yeah, giant hole on the right side. I said I don't like this. But now they're playing back. That's the way you should play. Now that takes the hole away. Like I say, why they were holding him on. A lot of schools do it. I don't know why. You try to close the gaps on the field.
Barch was the one who skied on line one to Kyle Long, who made that diving catch to save a run earlier.
Ooh.
This one lined right back up the middle, and it
gets through.
It's going to get through. Here comes Whitmire. He is safe, and the Patriots regain the lead at 3-2.
Good third base coaching. I like that. There was a play similarly with the Pirates the other night where the ball went through the infield, and the guy didn't score right there.
Skipped off the bag a little bit.
The ball gets by. As a third base coach,
Chad
you
Stout
watch.
waves him home.
You watch and you wave him home, and there it is.
Good speed with Whitmire.
Yeah, that's the way you do it.
Arch brings home the go-ahead run at 3-2.
Good job, Coach. I love it.
Nolan Yanchak steps in now with 2 on and 2 away.
Whoa.
High and inside.
Yeah, as a third base coach there, you have to anticipate that the guy's going to miss the ball. So you get down the line, you got a runner like Whitmire who can fly, and you say to yourself, if that ball gets by that infielder, I'm wheeling him home, and that's exactly what Coach did there. Great job. I love it.
Yanchak doubled last time up. Eventually scored. Has a chance to extend the Patriots' lead with 2 away. Count even now at 1-1.
And again here now the shortstop's holding him on at second. Now the big hole was over here at short. I would rather have the second baseman hold him on a little bit, because you got gaps all over the field now.
1-1 offering. Swung on a miss. Strike 2, 1-2 the count with 2 away.
So your shortstop here should be straight away and deep. He shouldn't be over there holding the guy on, because that hole on the left side is enormous. Now you got 2 guys at second holding him on. You don't want that. Back up, knock the ball down.
1-2 pitch from Rogers.
Nice pitch.
Swing and a miss. And Rogers strands 2. But the Patriots do regain the lead. It's 3-2 as we head to the bottom half of inning number 5.
My name is Patrick Storer, and I'm a physical therapist with WVU Medicine. A lot of people in the Valley have the misconception that you need to leave the area to get a good joint replacement. I've been a physical therapist in the Valley for 32 years. I've rehabbed countless numbers of total knee, total hip replacement patients. The techniques that they use here are just as advanced as anyone else. And the outcomes. That's what I look at as a therapist. The outcomes are just as good, if not better, than anybody else.
Ms. Dawn's First Class Commercial Cleaning is a commercial and industrial cleaning company founded in 2016 by owner Ms. Dawn. Built on a hands-on approach, the team delivers reliable service and consistent results across the tri-state area. With 2 locations to serve you, 220 South Street in Steubenville and 3601 Main Street in Weirton, West Virginia. Ms. Dawn's is ready when your business needs it.
To become a U.S. Navy SEAL, you must be strong, resilient, and disciplined. That's Frank Hoagland. He became a Navy SEAL and spent over 20 years serving our country. That service shaped who Frank Hoagland is today. An America First conservative, Frank will fight to create jobs, cut taxes, and strengthen our economy. And he'll always put you first. Conservative Frank Hoagland for Ohio State House. American Conservative Fund is responsible for the content of this advertising.
Fielding Park back in front, 3-2 as we head to the bottom half of inning number 5. A good back-and-forth battle between the Patriots and the Wildcats. Rob Metzger along with Rich Donnelly, and Miles Gorby continues to work on the hill for the Patriots.
Yeah, being in the fraternity of third base coaches, I got to give Coach Stout an A+ over there for that. They don't get enough credit. We get criticized for getting guys thrown out, but right there, Coach Stout got that run for him. And just A+, great judgment, great anticipation, and his runner was running all the way. That helps too, Whitmire.
Colton Whitmire headed to Seton Hill. Very good Division II program. And Cunningham lined up the middle. Leadoff single for Mike Colopy's Wildcats here in the 5th.
Well, let's see if Coach decides to sacrifice here to try to tie the game, or he just lets his guys go.
Altieri at the plate, the 9-hitter in the Edison lineup.
Yeah, it could be bunting. You got to be careful. You got to play for the bunt. If you're the third baseman or the first baseman, you have to at least look for it. The catcher should go out and say, hey, guys, be careful. He might bunt. Watch the bat. Watch the bat. There it is.
Showing bunt.
Beautiful
gets
bunt.
It down.
Beautiful.
Altieri's got speed.
Beautiful.
And he is out, but he gets the runner over.
Great job there by Santino getting that bunt down. He deadened it. Very hard to deaden it on turf, but he did a great job. How do you deaden it? You give with the ball and bunt it off the top of the bat.
Nearly beat it out, too.
Did
he asked his dad, Rocco, one time, who's faster now, Rocco or Santino?
I'm going with Santino.
Yeah.
I'm going with the young one. Sorry, Rock.
Gets the runner to second, one away here in the bottom of the 5th. Back to the top of the order with Nolan Hott. He singled and then had the multi-base error. He reached all the way to third.
Now here you have to hold the guy on second. You can't let him just get too big a lead here. But I like to do it here with the second baseman rather than the shortstop, because you got a right-hand hitter with a big hole over there.
Right.
You got your third baseman playing in. Where's the hole? The hole's over there on the left side. I would rather have the hole on the right side.
Cunningham's at second after the leadoff single. And a sac bunt by Altieri. And that's the ball.
Good. Right there.
Quick throw over, across, down to second. Back safely is Cunningham.
Good. Why I just said it. 3-1. Get a good pitch.
3-1 the count. This one's skied in the foul ground. Gorby comes in. Yanchak calls for it. Going to be a tough play, and it's foul.
Yeah, that wind was blowing toward left field. The ball blew back over toward the field. Tough play for a catcher. Probably an easier play for the first baseman, even the pitcher if he could get there.
Right.
Got to kick away. Nose to left. Freeze on this line drive.
I think things have cleared up a bit. It's still a little windy.
Yeah, I think we're going to get it in, Rob.
Full count, 3-2, one away, runner at second. Foul straight back into the netting, and it stays in the netting. Right behind home plate. Count remains at 3-2. Thanks to the turf, we'll get this one in, and the lights, of course.
I think so.
Not many games played tonight due to that rain. They are playing at Steubenville with Indian Creek leading Big Red 8-1 in the fifth. That game was supposed to be at Creek, moved to the turf at Big Red. And drawing the walk is Nolan Hott. So 2 on and 1 out here in the fifth. Chad Stout will make a call to the mound. Talk with his guys, including starting pitcher Miles Gorby, who has done well so far today. Chad Stout again. Like he'll be making a move.
Brought in the left fielder, I believe.
Gorby comes out. Someone's coming out of the pen. They had an arm warming up in the bullpen. So Gorby pitches into the fifth inning. Goes 4 1/3. So far, 2 runs allowed. With Eric Blazier will be coming in here for the Wheeling Park Patriots. Blazier, one of the 3 juniors on the Park roster. He'll take over here with 2 on and 1 away in the bottom half of the fifth inning. Blazier comes in with an ERA of 3.09. 20 1/3 innings pitched so far this season. Blazier with 12 strikeouts and 5 walks in his time on the mound so far for Chad Stout and the Patriots. See the runner at first base. You see J.D. Henderson, the first base coach. They've had him working, helping out and coach since he can't play this year. We mentioned earlier, suffered that knee injury during football. Has worked hard to rehab, getting his sights set now on the college game where he will play at Muskingum University.
It's tough that last year, having to sit out. You know, you see some of these kids, they look forward to that senior year, and then something happens, and but it's tough. But he'll bounce back, and he'll be a good athlete.
He was going to be obviously the catcher for Edison. Xander Hott then was doing a nice job catching, but he is also injured, so that's why you see Kimberly behind the plate for the Wildcats now, and he stepped in and done a nice job as well. We saw Kimberly knock one off the pole, the light pole, and left during the bit of a wind and rain, called a storm, but he knocked one out to tie the game at 2 at the time. Blazier getting his warm-up tosses in. Just about set to restart play. Again, Edison with runners at first and second with 1 away. And Chase Freeman steps in. Hitting .326 this year. 2 doubles, 2 triples.
Yeah, good job there by Sam Jones, the umpire. He came in, I think he told the pitcher, make sure you come to a set before you pitch. Because if you go through your set and don't stop, they're going to call balk on you. So that was great to warn the kid.
Blazier in relief. Facing Freeman. Freeman. First pitch swinging into center field. That's a base hit. They're going to hold the runner at third. Throw comes in. Yanchak stops it. The bases are loaded with 1 away, and it's Kyle Long coming to the plate.
Yeah, good job there by the third base coach again. That was a 1 hopper, and also good base running by the guy going into second. Not just to run into third and overrun it. So good situation here for the Wildcats to take the lead.
Corey Wickham, your third base coach for the Wildcats.
Yeah,
longtime assistant now, an alum here of Edison.
Good job. See, again, we're holding the guy on at first. That hole's over there. I don't like this.
Kyle Long calls time. He's got the bases loaded, 1 away. Park with a 3-2 lead here in the bottom half of the fifth. Long had a great defensive play. Can he come up with a big offensive play as well? shoots this one in the shallow left. It's going to drop in. Tie and run will score. It's 3-3. And there's still the bases loaded and one away.
Yep, hit it into no man's land. Nothing you can do about that. Give the credit to the hitter. Put the bat on the ball. Good things will happen. He hit it right where no one was at. Nothing you can do about it.
Cunningham had the leadoff single, moved over on the bunt by Autiri. He scores to tie the game up at 3.
That nicked him.
That hit Kimmerly, and that's going to bring home Hott in a go-ahead run. It's 4-3.
Now Park has to play for the double play here. 1 out.
Brady Hott.
Hopefully they can get a hard ground ball here to turn 2.
In there for a strike. 0-1 to count. Again, bases loaded, 1 out. Hott fouls this one out of play to the right side.
They've thrown Hott for the most part. I think they struck him out on the outside pitch before. He has to cover that outside part of the plate more.
0-2 the count. Brady Hott at the plate, 1 out. Bases are loaded. Ball skips behind. No runners are coming home.
Yeah.
Not a lot of room behind home plate.
Too short. And as a runner down there at third and as a coach, you have to make that decision before the ball's thrown. Guys, it's short back there. You can't take off unless it goes up on the screen, like a curveball that would bounce.
1-2 to count on Hott. Last night's winning pitcher, Martin Sterry.
Hey, get a good jump on the ground right here. Hey, get a good jump on the ground.
2 runs in so far here in the bottom half of the 5th for the Edison Wildcats at 11-5 on the season, looking for win number 12. And Hott rips it just foul down the left field line.
Yeah, got a breaking ball there, jumped on it, just got out a little bit too quick. See if Edison can add on here.
Longs at second. Freeman is at third. Kimmerly at first after the hit by pitch with the bases loaded, which drove in the go-ahead run. One, 2. 2-2. It did not hit him.
Yeah, his control's been a little erratic. The ball might be wet.
Yeah, certainly not an easy spot to come into with the bases loaded.
Tough situation, yeah.
1 away, but Coach Chad Stout looking for Blazier to come up big here and minimize this damage. Still just a 1-run game. Bases loaded with 1 away. Brady Hott at the dish. Grounded towards second. Looking to turn 2. Whitmire with the first. Double play. We head to the 6th. Wildcats take the lead, but Park turns a big inning-ending DP. We head to the 6th, 4-3 Edison.
Your friends at Wintersville Trophy Shop, located at 756 Main Street in Wintersville, have a wide selection of trophies, plaques, and awards for any sport or occasion. Call us at 740-266-6905.
Meet the new Massey Ferguson 1GC Series subcompact tractor. These small but mighty machines help you get more done on your property. They're easy to operate for first-time owners and packed with power. Mow, haul, dig, and clear brush, all without breaking a sweat. Plus, with a wide array of attachment options, you can work through every season with ease. From summer mowing to winter snow removal, the MF1GC Series does it all. Learn more at MasseyFerguson.com or visit DJ Sales and Service today.
Medicine. Here, it's more than a practice. It's a promise. To get you home sooner and get you back out there. To push the boundaries of what convention says is possible. To stop at nothing, no matter what. That's why medicine is in everything we do.
Your friends at Wintersville Trophy Shop, located at 756 Main Street in Wintersville, have a wide selection of trophies, plaques, and awards for any sport or occasion. Call us at 740-266-6905.
Edison scored 2 in the 5th. It could have been worse, though, for William Park, but big double play. Barch to Whitmire to Updegraff. This is how the bottom of the 5th ends.
Pitcher's best friend. Right at him. Nice play and a throw to third. Or, excuse me, throw to first.
By Updegraff.
Nice scoop over there at first. And they're hanging in there 4-3. They got a chance now. They have a chance. Because that was a situation where a base hit would have busted it over.
Absolutely. So Rogers continues his work on the mound, works into the 6th inning. Leading off for Wheeling Park, O.C. Hudson. Had the big run-scoring single in the 4th. O.C. will lead things off here. Park.
Yeah, see if Park at the bottom of the order can manufacture a run. Like I say, sure help to get this first guy on, then they could bunt, hit and run, do some stuff.
Hudson, the number 6 batter in the lineup. So at the very least, 6, 7, 8 here in the 6th, which would be 9, 1, and 2 in the 7th. Of course, Park would love to string it out a little bit here and put something together here in the 6th inning.
Tough
Chopper
play.
to third. Across.
Nice play.
In time for the outs. Liam Bissett now at third makes the play.
Yeah, nice play. You got a good runner, so you can't juggle the ball or anything. You got rid of it and gets him by a step. Nice
Bissett,
play.
a freshman.
Nice play.
And nice play. Scoop at first by another freshman, Aiden Stacy.
Yeah, you make a good play like that. It pumps your pitcher up, gives him more confidence, and now they're in a situation where you take away the sacrifice, the bunt, the hit and run, getting that first guy out of the inning is so important, especially in the late innings. One run game.
Cooper Kelly at the plate now, hitting for Bodie Cox. He's a sophomore. Fouls this one off. 1-2 to count. Cooper Kelly, the sophomore. One-two pitch. Rogers, strike three. And Bryce Rogers with a big strikeout. 4 out, number 2.
That was textbook. A good breaking ball right on the outside corner. Pitcher's pitch. Very hard to center up that ball on the barrel of the bat when the ball's on the outside corner like that. Now, 2 outs here. You want to play, we call no doubles. Infielders should tell their outfielders, no doubles, nothing over your head. We want them to get 3 hits to beat us, not 2.
Brody Groom at the plate. And Rogers gets ahead again. 0-2.
And plus you got the wind blowing out, so even more reason to play 5 steps deeper, that's all. Take away the doubles. And on the lines, your third baseman should be over. Take away the doubles down the line.
Rogers with 6 strikeouts. It's an 0-2 count with 2 away. Swung on and missed. It's 7 Ks for Rogers. We head to the bottom half of the 6th. Edison in front, 4-3.
WTOV 9 invites you to the 57th annual Barron Club Dinner Thursday, April 30th at Franciscan University.
Former manager of the Pittsburgh Pirates, Clint Hurdle, will be the guest speaker.
Scan the QR code to find out more and make your reservation.
In all you do, your heart's with you. Pounding, fluttering, melting, singing. And we want to understand it on every level. So every single day, we're at the forefront. Advancing, transforming, treating, combining human kindness and clinical excellence. Also, you know that here, your heart's in the right place.
The National News Desk is America's News Now.
Impactful news now. About 30% of fatalities are because of alcohol-related crashes. From nearly 4,000 local journalists across America.
Locally covered, nationally connected. The National News Desk is America's News Now.
Weeknights at 11 on Fox 9.
WTOV 9 invites you to the 57th annual Barron Club Dinner Thursday, April 30th at Franciscan University.
Former manager of the Pittsburgh Pirates, Clint Hurdle, will be the guest speaker.
Scan the QR code to find out more and make your reservation.
Aiden Russell set the bat here for the Wildcats, leading Wheeling Park 4-3 in the bottom half of inning number 6. Eric Glazier remains on the mound for the Patriots. Looking to keep this at a 1-run game. First pitch foul out of play and give the Patriots a chance. Patriots will have 9, 1, and 2 hitters up in the top half of the 7th.
Yeah, imperative here to try to put him down 1, 2, 3, like you said, Rob, and give him a shot in the 7th.
Inside for a ball, 1-1. The count. Patriots no stranger to tight ball games. Unfortunately for them, 6 of their 14 losses coming by either 1 or 2 runs. They've lost 1-0, 2-0, 5-4, 3-1, 5-4, and 6-5.
And most of those games, they were probably a hit away from scoring a winning, or tying or winning run. Like you said, their schedule's kind of deceiving, their record.
2 of those losses in that group I just told you were to top-ranked Morgantown. This is a Russell hit in past short. Whitmire nearly came up with the catch. Wow. Nearly got him at first.
You know what happened there? The runner.
He thought he was out.
Well, he was going to make a turn. If you show the replay,
oh, yeah.
He was going to make a turn to go to second, and he went wide. He didn't run straight down the baseline. He thought the ball got into watch it. He
We'll
makes,
see.
if we see it, you can't.
Whitmire nearly comes up with it.
Yeah. He thought it went through. Watch, see, he makes a wide turn there. Whoops. And then he got back in there.
Just in time.
And he didn't have to stay on the base. He could have ran by it.
But to be safe.
But he thought he was going to second. Yeah. Yeah, that was kind of weird. Let's see if they bunt him over here.
Rogers shows bunt. Throw back.
Oh,
They got
but they
him
picked
caught.
him off. They got him.
Got the runner, the pinch runner,
got him, yep.
out.
Yeah, he slipped it
for
first.
number 1.
That happens a lot on a bunt. The guy bunts through the ball, and the runner thinks he bunted the ball and takes off. Watch this. See, he goes off, and then he slips, and it was all
back.
over. Right.
Cats had a pinch runner in there, so 1 away now, 1-0 the count for Rogers, the starting pitcher for Edison. And he drives this one to left, making the catch. 2 away. Cooper Kelly now out there and left as he hit for Bodie Cox last inning. 2 away, 4-3 ball game, bottom of the 6th. Bryson Cunningham, he led off the fifth with a single and eventually scored part of that two-run inning, which has the Wildcats in front here in the bottom of the sixth. Now straight back, 1-1 to count. Been a good ball game.
Been a real good ball game. Like I say, tight, very tightly contested. Just a couple plays here to determine, a 4-3 game. Some great plays in the outfield.
Swung on a miss. Blazer, nice pitch.
We've had pickoffs at first, second.
But two diving catches in each gap.
Catches in the gap.
For each team. We got a home run off the light pole in a wind and rain downpour. This one grounded to Whitmire at short.
Got a nice arm.
Ooh, it skips away. Runner reaches with 2 outs.
Yeah, he spiked it. Good arm. Spiked it to first. First baseman couldn't come up with it. And 2 outs and a man on.
Number 9 hitter, Santino Altieri back up. He had the sack bunt his last time up. Cunningham is at first. Blazer looks in, throws in there for a strike.
Yeah, 2 outs, be alive here for the steal. Try to steal a run. Try to get a little insurance. And they're very aware of that.
Don't get back to him.
0-1, 2 away, runner at first.
Something you don't see, Rob. You used to see it a lot. Not so much, even in the big leagues. You don't see pitch outs anymore. They just don't do it anymore. I don't know why. Pitch out was an easier way to get the catcher to throw.
Swing and a miss. 0-2 the count.
Well, if you're going to steal, this is the time you usually do it. You could either do a straight steal or what we call a delayed steal if it's a ball. But not a bad time to do it. 2 outs, 2 strikes.
Runner at first. 0-2 the count. 2 away here in the bottom half of the sixth.
There it is.
Throw down the second.
Got it.
Ganchak.
Yep.
Strong throw. And the inning is over. We head to the top half of the seventh. Last chance for the Park. Batters 9, 1, and 2. Due up for Chad Stout and the Patriots.
If you're a former or active coal miner who's worked or is currently working in an environment exposing you to potential breathing hazards, schedule your test for the Black Lung Clinic at WVU Medicine Reynolds Memorial Hospital today. Call 304-843-3307 to stop black lung from stealing your time.
It's time to wake up with News 9 Sunrise, making sure your day gets started right. News 9 is everywhere with the biggest stories, what's going on in your area and in your community all morning long.
News as it happens.
Getting you there safe and on time.
Weather to plan ahead.
Your favorite people.
And what you need to know for the day ahead.
With Olivia Zinn, Bill Phillips, and meteorologist Jeff Exline.
It's News 9 Sunrise every morning.
And News 9 is everywhere.
The Brooke County Schools Wellness Center, where fitness, health, and community come together. From state-of-the-art cardio equipment to strength machines and heavy dumbbells, there's something for every fitness level. Students, athletes, and community members all call this their fitness home. Whether it's a workout, a morning swim, or strength routine. Brooke County Schools Wellness Center, building strength, balance, and a healthier community. Brooke County Schools, the place to be.
Attention all active and former coal miners. If you worked or are currently working in an environment that exposes you to potential breathing hazards, a screening for respiratory health problems is recommended. Call WVU Medicine Reynolds Memorial Hospital at 304-843-3307 to schedule a screening today.
Getting in the groove or getting settled in. I think he's settled in just fine. He's getting stronger as the game has progressed.
Swung on and missed. Strikeout number 8 for Bryce Rogers. Back to the top of the order, Colton Whitmire.
Yeah, you got to be careful here defensively. This kid could run. He could bunt. You might want to take away the bunt, like we said before, on third. Come way in, so you take it away from him.
Takes inside for a ball. 1-0 the counts.
I think this is the key guy in the order in this inning because he could, like I say, he could do some damage if he gets on the base pass.
All they need to run to keep this game going. Well, here is the pitch. 2-0 to count. Gorby on deck.
Usually you might let him hit here, but, down 1. I mean, if I'm the hitter, I'm making him throw a strike. I need to get on base.
Skies it deep to right. Ranging back, making the catch close to the track.
And I think they were in no double situation there. That's why he was able to make the catch. If he was in, that ball might scoot over his head for a double. So real good positioning there by the Wildcats.
And Freeman makes the catch, 2 away.
And now they want to repeat it here. No doubles again, 2 outs. Now if you look over at third, if our cameraman can shoot over there at third, look where he's at. That is perfect. He's on the line. There's no doubles going to be hit down that line. That is perfect. I love it.
Rogers gets the swing and a miss.
If you're playing no doubles in the outfield, you got to play no doubles on the pull side. You don't want balls hooked down the line. Give him a single, make him get 3 hits. Great job by Coach Gallup. Great job. There it is. Beautiful.
And a missed strike 2, 0-2 the count. Last chance for the Patriots. Edison, 4-3 lead. 0-2 pitch. 2 away. Rogers looking to finish what he started. That one's a ball. 1-2.
Yeah, guys, if you can shoot, anybody can shoot that third baseman. I would like to see that, see how close he is to the line down there.
Making sure no one's going to get
no
one past
doubles.
him.
No doubles.
1-2 the count. 2 away. Fouled off. Staying alive.
Like I said, it doesn't make any sense to play no doubles in the. There he is right there. Thanks, guys. What a beautiful shot. See how close he is? No doubles. No ball's going to get by him on his right side. I love it. That is great strategy. Give him a single in the hole. Make sure they have to get 3 hits to get the tying run up there.
2 away. 1-2 pitch from Rogers. And Gorby stays alive with another foul ball. 1-2 the count.
Battling tough.
Top half of the 7th.
You got it, kid. You got it, 3. You got it. Let's go.
4-3 Edison lead. 1-2 the count. 2 away. Outside. 2-2 the count.
And as a shortstop here, if your third baseman is going to move over and guard the line, hey, you know what? I'm going to go over a little bit toward third, too. Take away that hole.
As the sun starts to peek out, 2-2 the count, 2 away, top of the 7th.
Ooh, that's
and
close.
it's ball 3, 3-2 the count. Gorby looking to find a way on with up the graph on deck. Count is full. Edison, 1 strike away, 1 out away from win number 12. Rogers. And again, Gorby battles.
Yeah, you got to widen your strike zone here as a hitter and just say, hey, I'm not getting called out. If I could reach it, I'm swinging.
Count remains full, 2 away. In a 4-3 ball game, Edison in front looking to close it out. Rogers has gone the distance. He struck out 8. And again, Gorby reaches out, keeps it going.
Good battle here. This is what it is, a one-on-one battle. Both guys battling hard. Good to see.
Gorby strong on the mound as well for Park in this one. Pitched into the 5th inning. Count full, 2 outs, 4-3, Edison lead. Rogers and Gorby continues the battle.
I love it. He's just keep pumping those fastballs in, and he keeps battling at the plate, fouling them off.
10th pitch of the at-bat fouled off.
I don't think you get cute here as a pitcher. Hey, you throw it, you throw your fastball down the middle, and if he hits it, he hits it. You don't want to throw a curveball here and walk it.
The sophomore up the graphs on deck. The count is full with 2 away. Edison 4-3 lead. Looking for one more strike, one more out. Rogers. Got it. Gonna miss. And the Edison Wildcats pick up win number 12. 4-3, the final score over the Wheeling Park Patriots. What a great back and forth ball game between these two
good game
squads.
Great game. Great game.
We're going to take a timeout. We're going to wrap it up after this timeout. Edison goes to 12-5 on the season. Park drops to 6-15. Now with 7 of those losses by 1 or 2 runs this season. We'll be right back.
Your friends at Wintersville Trophy Shop, located at 756 Main Street in Wintersville, have a wide selection of trophies, plaques, and awards for any sport or occasion. Call us at 740-266-6905.
What could you do with some extra cash in your pocket? Let First Choice America help you to lower your monthly expenses by refinancing your auto loan. Switch and save today. It's easy. Plus, you'll get $250 cash in your pocket to use however you like. It's a great opportunity to tune up your finances. Enjoy low great rates, flexible terms, and no application fees. First Choice America, your first choice for refinancing.
At the end of the day, it's when you finally pause, but the news doesn't. While the day winds down, News 9 is everywhere. In your neighborhoods, online, and in the moments that matter. Gathering the stories that shape your night and preparing you for what's coming tomorrow. At the end of the day, the news doesn't stop, and neither does News 9. Everywhere for you.
Your friends at Wintersville Trophy Shop, located at 756 Main Street in Wintersville, have a wide selection of trophies, plaques, and awards for any sport or occasion. Call us at 740-266-6905.
Edison picks up win number 12, a good one here at the Edison Unified Sports Complex, 4-3 over the Wheeling Park Patriots as the sun comes out as we wrap up this game, which was played in a little bit of rain and wind and all the good elements. But some good defense played in this one, and an infield single scored the first run of the game for the Park Patriots. Then check out this play here by Kyle Long. In the gap, lays out, makes the catch, saves a run, kept it at 1-0. And then Nolan Hott with a base hit. Tips away, runs, scores, and Hott's going to end up all the way at third base. That ties the game up at 1 in the third. And then O.C. Hudson delivers a base hit, scoring Nolan Yanchak as Park regained the lead at 2-1. And how about a home run? This one went off the light pole in left center. Evan Kimmerly tied up at 2. And how about some defense? Center fielder for Park, Rylan Moore, laying out for the great catch. Back and forth we go. Patriots would regain the lead. Barsh up the middle. Scores a run, 3-2. But the Wildcats would answer. Here's Long, just drops this in the shallow left field. Ties the game up. This is with the Patriots. The base is loaded. They took the lead then on a bases loaded hit by pitch. And then again, Bryce Rogers get it done on the mound. Rogers, strong work for Edison in this one. He ends up striking out 9, a complete game effort, 3 runs, 2 earned, just 2 walks.
Pretty darn good high school game, Rob.
Absolutely. And we'll be back at it tomorrow night from Weir High School. Another WVU Medicine High School Grand Slam broadcast of the Weir High Red Riders, winners of 4 in a row, will take on the Indian Creek Redskins tomorrow night, 5 o'clock, live on Fox 9, and of course streaming on all of our digital platforms. Creek at last check leading Steubenville Big Red in the 6th inning, 8-4. 12 highlights of that game, plus this one coming up tonight, News 9 at 10 on Fox 9 and at 11 on WTOV 9. For our entire hardworking crew behind the scenes and my partner, Rich Donnelly, I'm Rob Metzger. Thanks so much for watching. We'll talk to you again soon. Have a great night.
Meet the new Massey Ferguson 1GC Series subcompact tractor. These small but mighty machines help you get more done on your property. They're easy to operate for first-time owners and packed with power. Mow, haul, dig, and clear brush, all without breaking a sweat. Plus, with a wide array of attachment options, you can work through every season with ease. From summer mowing to winter snow removal, the MF1GC Series does it all. Learn more at MasseyFerguson.com or visit DJ Sales and Service today.
In all you do, your heart's with you. Pounding, fluttering, melting, singing. And we want to understand it on every level. So every single day, we're at the forefront. Advancing, transforming, treating,